A fresh controversy has erupted around Damon Albarn after British rock band Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats accused the Gorillaz frontman of forcing festival organizers to cut short their performance at Denmark's Roskilde Festival. The band claimed their scheduled set was unexpectedly stopped after Albarn allegedly complained that they were too loud while he was preparing to perform with Gorillaz on a nearby stage. According to Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats, they had been due to play a full show on the Lagoon stage while Gorillaz were headlining the Orange scene. Instead, they say they managed only around 25 minutes before organizers intervened. In a strongly worded statement shared after the performance, the band apologized to fans and alleged that Albarn threw a hissy fit over the sound from their stage. They mocked the musician by calling him a pop diva from a novelty cartoon act and claimed they were removed despite remaining below the festival's official sound limits. The group also said they even offered to reduce their front-of-house volume in order to continue performing but were told the show had to end regardless. While thanking the Roskilde production crew for attempting to help, they suggested the final decision came from higher authorities rather than local staff. However, Roskilde Festival has rejected those allegations. Festival organizers released their own statement explaining that the interruption had nothing to do with Albarn's complaints. Instead, they said the performance was halted because strong winds combined with technical issues created problems with the sound system. Organizers acknowledged that fans and the band were understandably disappointed but stressed that changing weather conditions can sometimes create unavoidable operational challenges during major outdoor events. Representatives for Damon Albarn have not publicly responded to the accusations. The latest dispute adds another chapter to Albarn's long history of public feuds and controversial comments involving fellow musicians. One of his most famous rivalries was with Oasis during the height of Britpop in the 1990s. Blur and Oasis famously battled for chart supremacy when Blur deliberately moved the release date of Country House to compete directly with Oasis' Roll With It. Blur ultimately claimed the #1 spot, intensifying tensions between Albarn and brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher. Over the years, both sides offered conflicting explanations for how the feud began. Noel Gallagher later claimed personal relationships helped spark the hostility, while Liam Gallagher dismissed those stories and instead blamed Noel's infamous remark wishing Albarn and Blur guitarist Graham Coxon would catch AIDS and die, a statement Noel later apologized for, saying he had been under the influence of drugs. Although the rivalry eventually cooled, Albarn later admitted he had viewed Oasis as bullies during that period of his career. Other artists have also spoken publicly about difficult encounters with the Blur frontman. Skunk and Nancy singer Skin previously claimed Albarn openly disliked both her and the band, while James Blunt recalled an awkward incident during a recording of Later with Jools Holland, alleging Albarn refused to appear in a group photograph because Blunt was participating in the same episode. Albarn has also faced criticism for comments about some of pop music's biggest stars. His collaboration with Adele reportedly ended unsuccessfully after he described her music as middle of the road and referred to the singer as insecure. Adele later admitted she regretted working with him, saying none of their studio sessions produced material suitable for her album. Perhaps his biggest backlash came in 2022 when he questioned Taylor Swift's songwriting, suggesting that co-writing songs was fundamentally different from writing alone. Swift responded directly on social media, insisting she writes all of her own songs and accusing Albarn of unfairly attempting to discredit her work. Albarn later apologized, saying his remarks had been taken out of context. Now, with Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats publicly accusing him of influencing events behind the scenes at Roskilde Festival, Albarn once again finds himself at the center of another music industry controversy. Although festival organizers insist the weather, not the musician, was ultimately responsible for the shortened performance.